on the NPSL with the two teams we're covering today.
We mentioned earlier that FCM Portland went to the national semifinals last year,
and that's great for our kids locally to start to see these clubs as an avenue to play and move up to the next level. I really hope that our community starts support more and more, so it can become an avenue for our young athletes to move up.
You know, maybe 30 years ago, if you wanted to watch sports, high school sports, for example, you watched baseball, basketball, and football. Now, you know, there are so many sports that are making inroads into that. Sports like, I just recently did the lacrosse championship. We had a huge crowd for those games. That's not a sanctioned sport. I mean, they play at the club levels in those, but the number of teams has increased drastically. Kids in Oregon are playing competitive rugby in high school. The soccer program, you can see how that's grown in the high schools. So there has been a diversification of sports, and you're seeing a lot more of these sports starting to succeed.
Yeah, it's great. I love the fact that we have such a diverse sports community here in the U.S. Where I grew up, you either played soccer or you played volleyball, maybe did a little bit of basketball or swimming, you know, but that was it. There's just so many options. The structure is here. It's a no-brainer to take advantage of the full, you know.
You have
options.
exposure to teams from all around the world. What's the state of soccer, the national team in America? What's the state of I mean, we're watching the women's team right now, and they're ranked #1 in the world, and they're playing very well. What's the state of the men's team? They didn't even qualify for the last Olympics.
Yeah, and well, the last World Cup there, that was a big disappointment for the soccer fans here in the U.S. for sure. Right now, though, the men's national team is playing in the Gold Cup, which they perform very well in. So, yes, the women are the best. They will have some tough competition in the World Cup for sure, but the men, I hope the men do well as well during the Gold Cup here in the next few weeks.
We're just about ready to start. Let me ask you a last question on
Sure.
Why are the American women so good?
You know, it's a great question. If you want to really talk about it, I think it's about Title IX when when
more
we started
opportunity.
More opportunity, and then, you know, you don't have girls football. You have you know, girls soccer. So the amount of girls soccer players we have in the U.S. is so large compared to the rest of the world. So I think the pool of talent is much bigger.
All right, the referees are back out on the field. We're about ready to start the second half here. Again, our score, PDXFC nothing, and FCM Portland nothing. Each one of the linesmen just ran down to the goalie. What are they doing down there?
So they're checking for holes on the nets, right? Imagine somebody scores a goal, and it's right on the top corner, and the ball goes through the net. Nobody saw that there was a hole in the net, and now there's no VAR, and now both teams are fighting about it. So they're just checking for the nets, make sure they're in good conditions, that there are no surprises.
45 minutes of action left in a scoreless tie. Boggs Field at Kiggins Bowl. You're watching Oregon Sports Beat. I'm Dave Hall along with JB Cunha. Peter Prescott kicks it back. FCM will start with the ball. Let me know, JB, if you see any change in strategy right off the bat here. If either team has made a correction right off the bat. There's the ball sent way, way forward. FCM comes up with it.
Looks like we might have had a substitution in goal for PDXFC. I don't think it's Zachary there anymore.
Remember what I told you, their normal starting goalie, and let me get his name for you. That's Marcus Dickerson, was late. They said he was going to be late getting to the game, and that's why Zachary Nelson was in goal. I suspect that is Marcus Dickerson.
Yeah.
He's number 0, and I just looked. He has a jacket on over his uniform, but I think the jacket has a 0 on the back. So Marcus Dickerson now in goal. That is who that is.
For PDXFC, yeah.
Thanks for joining us here on Oregon Sports Beat. I'll give you more information in a while about those 2 upcoming events. The Greater St. Helens League Boys All-Star Game coming up on Sunday night here on Oregon Sports Beat at 7. And then the latter part of July, and we'll give you the exact dates on that, the Oregon Open Championship will be played, semifinals and finals, and we'll get you that. You can go to OregonSportsBeat.com. Right now it's action here on the field in a scoreless tie. I was looking down my roster just to make sure, and I think the goalie for PDX Dickerson, I think he's the oldest player on their team. I think he's almost 30. Our producer, Ryan Johnson's been playing. He's playing in an over 40 league now that he just turned 40, and I've heard him talk about the rigors of that.
Yeah, you know, as a goalkeeper, typically you're able to stay in a game a little bit longer. It's not unusual for you to see goalkeepers play well into their, late 30s, sometimes even 40s.
I was watching a TV show the other day, and Tim Howard was on there. He's retiring at the end of this year, and I believe he is 39.
Yeah,
he's of course, the goalkeeper for the U.S. national team.
Yeah, the USA has historically had great goalkeepers for men's soccer.
Right. Before that, the goalkeeper for the U.S. team was a guy who played his college ball at the University of Portland, Casey Keller.
Casey Keller.
PDX in the dark uniforms with the white lettering. They are moving from our right to our left.
Here's Bernardo again with those long throws across half field.
The goalie that time wound up and threw the ball across midfield. I don't mean kicked it across. I mean threw it across.
This is the 3rd time this game has done that.
We have played 5 minutes here in the second half. We have 40 minutes of action left. The field now is completely in the shade, and I can tell you it's considerably cooler. I got my coat on.
Yeah. I'm sure the players won't be complaining about the weather today. It's beautiful out here.
Would you rather play in 70 degrees or in 95 degrees?
Oh, man. Definitely 70 degrees.
There's a throw into the middle, a little chip just wide left.
Here comes that long throw in again. We'll chase his name down, but it's turning out to be a big weapon for FCM with those long throw-ins. Unlucky not to find the target there.
We cover high school soccer, and we covered Newport, and they had a player, and he did a flip throw. Stood on the sideline, flipped over, and then fired the ball, and got, he put it right on goal every time.
Nothing short, nothing early out. Nothing in behind early.
Free kick headed in back towards the middle and cleared out by PDX. Callahan over, ball goes out. There'll be a throw-in coming up. Throw in for PDX. PDX with the ball across midfield. A pass a little too far forward.
Again, got the ball in a good location of the field. Players making runs. Unlucky with the final pass, just lacking a little bit more quality to find that runner and get themselves a chance to take a shot on target.
Down the right side, and a cross pass. Tried to reverse the field, and that goes out. Number 16 in the game for FCM, that's Anthony Hobbs, with the ball right there in front of us.
Yeah, Hobbs is a good player. Has played abroad in Australia for many years, in New Zealand. Have played against them and with them, so very solid option at the back there. Oh,
the ball in front and goes out. Oh no, kept in.
Saved. Good work there to keep it inbounds.
Callahan hits the deck, no call. There's a shot and a nice save that time.
What is he calling a foul there?
Bernardo Palma with the save. There's a whistle. Did you see what the call was?
Yeah, I think after the initial save on the rebound, the referee called the foul on the forward that followed up on that shot.
Palma made a nice save on the first shot. Was down on the ground. There's a whistle. Thomas for FCM involved in that. We've had one yellow card issued in this game, and that was issued to PDX. Callahan's spending a lot of time down on the ground. He must feel like they're after him. PDX. Nice dribble that time. PDX tries to get it forward. Nice job defensively that time.
Switch with Alex for a little bit. As 10, play as 10. Alex.
There's a shot.
And a save.
And a save. Marcus Dickerson with a save that time. The shot might have been just a little bit wide to the right, but still Dickerson got out, deflected it away. Throw in coming up for FCM. Wait a minute, corner kick. Corner kick coming up, and Callahan will take that. See if he makes a low driving kick this time. He does. In the middle, ball kicked in there that time, but blocked. Good job defensively by PDX.
Here's Gaetan on the break.
Inside, there's a shot, and there's his goal. A goal for PDX. Nice breakaway, nice pass right in on the goal, and a score. One to nothing, PDX. You got who got the goal there?
I believe it was number 8.
All right, let's see. Number 8 for PDX. And number 8 is Johnny Rodas. I think you're right on that. No sooner did we mention about hitting the ball forward and the crisp passes, then that's exactly what PDX did. 3 quick passes, got it from the left side to the middle to Rodas, and Rodas just bumped it in.
Yeah, really good job by Gaitan, holding the ball just the right amount of time, finding the pass down the lane. And then after that, ooh, what a chance here.
Alan Gaitan. So the goal at the 11-minute mark to number 8, Johnny Rodas. First score of the game, PDX 1, FCM nothing. I think there was a whistle that time. There was a free kick for FCM, and as they come forward. And we finally have a goal in this game. It's by PDX. I mentioned in the first half, these teams have already played twice. FCM Portland won the first match 3-0. PDX won the second 2-1. Couple of blocks. Nice job defensively that time. Number 17, Anthony Hebert.
Here's the goal scorer again.
Oh, nice
Breaking
dribble.
away.
In the middle. There's a shot and scooped up. Scooped up by the goalie, Bernardo Palma. Again, though, a couple of sharp, crisp passes got that ball right in front for PDX.
FCM has numbers going forward here.
It was 6-4. Now FCM gets a couple of more, I'm sorry, PDX gets a couple more players forward. There's a shot and a save. Down on his knees, scooped it up.
Yeah, Marcus almost let that go right in front of Paco there. Good job on recovering quickly.
Marcus Dickerson, and he heads that ball away, all the way out at the 20-yard line. FCM, and there's a sliding save by the goalie, takes that away. We got a foul. We had a free kick coming up over there for FCM. Is that what we have?
PDX not happy about the call. Players arguing with the referee.
But it is a free kick. Wall sets up.
Ryan Middleton about to take that.
Chipped it forward. There's a header, and it's back, blocked partially. A shot on goal. That was blocked and saved by the goalie.
Good save by the goalie there. Hard shot on the ground. Did well to react and push it away.
That hard shot by the FCM, that was number 7, Alex White. Nice save by Marcus Dickerson. We're back in midfield, FCM throw in.
Lots of space for Ryan here.
And out in front, Dickerson comes out and gets that. Ryan Middleton in the action that time, number 23 out there on the 40-yard line. Middleton and Callahan were two players from last year's team that went to the national semifinals. I had a chance to interview Ryan Middleton. He's from southern England. There's a hard kick, and down on the ground and scooped it up is Dickerson.
Yeah, PDX collapsed a little bit too deep that time, giving a chance for us open shot on goal from just outside of the box. Didn't strike too well, easy for the keeper to save it.
When you're ahead 1-0, does that change, both for the offensive and defensive teams, does that change your thinking at all? You get a 1-0 lead at this stage of the game, do you try to sit on it, or you?
Yeah, that can be dangerous sometimes. You don't want to get too complacent. A 1-0 lead in soccer is really nothing, right? For the team that's behind, though, creates a little more urgency, of course. They're behind, especially for FCM. They want to get the win here so they can afford a tie on the last game of the season to make it to the playoffs. So if you're FCM here, you definitely want to start working and get back, get that score level.
A loss,
again.
if FCM were to lose, a loss doesn't preclude them from the playoffs, but it means they have to win next week. A tie here they could tie next week and still make the playoffs. But they can't afford to lose this game and lose next week.
That's right.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, I believe if they win here today, they can play for a tie next week.
Right.
If they don't win today, they have to win next week.
Right. Okay. And I'm not guessing on that. That came directly from Sergio Medel, the coach of FCM. In the middle, just outside. FCM tried to get the ball in there for a shot right in the middle. There's a shot, and there's another goal for PDX. A long shot from the outside and a goal.
What a beautiful goal that was. You'll be happy about that.
All right, you got the goal scorer?
I'll see his number here in just a moment.
Okay. That coming at 19 minutes into the second half. 8 minutes after the last goal.
I believe that was number 14, Billy Garton.
All right, there it is, number 14, Billy Garton with the goal.
Great finish.
Johnny Rowadis on the first goal, Billy Garton on this goal, 2-0 now. PDX with the lead. We've now played 20 minutes. We've got 25 left to go. FCM needs to start thinking about some kind of offensive production.
Yeah, Paco working really hard to make things happen here for FCM. He's getting involved in both ends, offense and defense. Just can't get frustrated here.
You have to be careful pressing forward on offense that you don't forget somebody's got to stay back there and cover.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, long throw.
Yeah, both fullbacks for FCM have long throws. On this side, you have Anthony Hobbs. Other side, you got number 21.
Brandon McCurtain.
Right.
PDX will send the ball back. Dangerous pass then. Two to nothing our score.
Looks like Coach Sergio Medel is considering a few changes. We've got a couple of players warming up here on the sideline for FCM.
PDX with the ball and a flag up.
Yeah, looks like a slide and tackle called a foul there. Taken quickly by FCM.
And that goes out. Throw in coming up for FCM. Ryan Callahan with the ball. I'm sorry, no, that was Paco. There's a ball in the middle. A header back towards the goalie. Got to be careful you don't knock it in your own net then.
Yeah. Good job there by number 7 for FCM to keep that ball alive.
All right, we're halfway through the second half, 2 to nothing. 2 goals, 8 minutes apart by PDX. Ball at midfield, and now PDX comes forward. Bernardo Palma with the kick. Here comes PDX forward down the right wing. Now they turn it around.
Yeah, PDXFC feeling a little more comfortable on the ball now. Connecting a few more passes.
Keep going.
Middleton, the ball goes out of bounds. Brian Middleton, I'm sorry, that's not Middleton, that's 16.
That's Anthony Hobbs.
Hobbs. A couple of substitutions are going to come in the game. Looks like number 8 and number 11 are coming in.
Brandon! Chris! Hey, Peter, you're going to center back.
Is that who that is? Adrian Rubio and Javier Figueroa. We don't have numbers on those 2 players.
Yeah. Looks like it's Chris, a center back, coming out, and one of the wide players there. Perhaps there's a bit of a shift in the formation for FCM, taking a defender out to put an attacking player.
Coming out, let's see, that's number 21. That's Brandon McCurtain, and number 3, Christopher Linz. So a couple of substitutions in for FCM. Yeah, I'm looking at my roster, and we got numbers on everybody else. That's who that has to be.
Yeah.
Adrian Rubio and Javier Figueroa.
Bet you're right.
All right, flag is up. We're under 20 minutes left to go here. Towards the middle, nobody there. Goalie will pick that up. Bernardo De Palma. You know, when we did our TV show, I asked some of the players, do you get paid? And they both chuckled. I'm not sure if that was a sore subject or not, but.
You know, I honestly, I don't know. I'd be pleasantly surprised if they were, you know, getting paid. Yeah.
This is the National Premier Soccer League. There are leagues all over the United States. This is the Northwest Conference that we're looking at here. They have a national championship at the end of the year. They have 2 semifinal games and a final. And we mentioned FCM went to the semifinals last year. A little under 18 minutes left to go in this game. 2-0. PDX. Nice passing that time. There's the ball goes forward. PDX doesn't seem to be sending as many players forward. They got a 2-0 lead. They seem to be keeping more defenders back. You can see there. That time they only sent 2 players forward.
Absolutely. Just adjusting to the game. They got the lead. They don't need to bring bodies forward. They seem to have a few fast runners, you know, doing a good job keeping possession and creating chances on counter. So that's all they need right now.
And that ball's going to go out. It'll be a throw-in coming up. "16 minutes left to go in this game. 2-0 PDX. Both second half goals here. There's a collision. Flag is up also.
No card by the referee there. That could have been a yellow card.
Ryan Callahan will take the kick. There's a kick, a header, and knocked away, way up in the air. Callahan kicks it high up in the air again. Boy, it's been a while since the ball hit the ground.
Yeah. Here's the counter.
Forward, PDX. Tries to get in the middle, looks for help. Knocked down, the ball still is loose in front. Tried to get a shot off in there. Palma came out and kicked it away, but that was a dangerous play right in front.
Yeah, so referee did a good job giving the advantage on the first foul. And then on the continuation of the play, the forward got pulled down right before he got the shot off. Referee called a PK.
Penalty kick coming up here, and it's for PDX. Palma hasn't gone back in goal yet. What's the number of the player taking the penalty kick? Can you see that?
Let's see.
Kind of a little difficult angle right here for us, but 9?
Number 9.
Okay. Number 9 to take the kick, the penalty kick. There's the whistle, approaches the ball, kick, and it is through and a goal. Number 9, that's Alan Gayton. 3-0. 3 different goal scorers. Johnny Rodas the first, Billy Garton the second. This is Alan Gayton.
And here's Alan again scoring for his team after notching an important goal in the past fixture.
That coming with about 14 minutes left to go in this game. And now it's 3-0.
Patrick, come to the left fullback. Go to the left side.
Substitute
You're playing this side.
coming into the game for PDX. That's number 10. Let's see on our list here. Well, we don't have a number 10. Coaches gave us our rosters beforehand and filled out all the numbers. I don't see a 10 on there. No, this is the FCM. FCM with the ball, down 3-0.
Lots of runners. PDX content with just keeping possession of the ball here. No hurry to go forward.
PDX got off to a slow start this season to start the season, but they've been playing very well as of late. As I mentioned, they lost that early game to FCM 3-0 and then came back and won the last game 2-1. With the ball in front, and there's
It's another penalty kick.
another penalty kick, I think. They're in the box, right?
Yes, it is. And a yellow card.
A yellow card, penalty kick.
Yep, I believe a yellow card there for number 2 of FCM.
Peter Prescott.
And it looks like Allen is going to take the penalty again.
Okay. The yellow card goes to Peter Prescott of FCM. On the kick, it's going to be Alan Gayton again, number 9. Bernardo Palma in the net. Sets. Waiting for the referee whistle. All right, everybody's set. There's the whistle. Gayton forward, the kick, and in the net. Another goal for PDX. Second goal of the game, second penalty kick for Alan Gayton. That coming with 9:46 left to play here, and it's now 4-0 PDX. Boy, after the first half of play, I would have never guessed we'd be at this score right now.
Yeah, on the pitch, the game is much more balanced. PDX definitely did a much better job taking care of the ball in the final third, connecting the final passes, and creating those chances.
Off on the side. Hobbs sends it in the middle, cleared away.
Looks like a corner kick. The referee says no foul.
Oh, all right. It is a corner kick. Callahan, the shot blocked. Feedback. Thomas right in front. Goalie came out, slid, took the ball. Thomas jumped over the goalie. Goalie has it and going to send it forward.
Yeah, that play looked a little bit rehearsed to me. They looked like they knew exactly what they were doing, playing the corner short to create a chance for Paco in the near post.
Exactly. And that goes out. Be a throw-in coming up. Throw-in for FCM.
Things getting a little heated out there. Allen and Moises getting into it a little bit.
There's a shot wide left. Thomas that time with the shot. You mentioned earlier he was trying to do everything. He was clearly trying to do it all right there.
He pretty much did it all. He created a turnover himself. He created the space for the shot and took the shot and almost got a deflection in there. So
exactly. Came down, cleared out space for him, turned around, fired a shot.
You always like when your forwards can play defense and not only, you know, put the chances away, but also create chances for themselves and others. So Paco trying to do a little bit of everything today.
PDX right back down in front. And they'll send the ball back. Nothing wrong with running off some time right now.
On you, one on.
FCM will come forward. Almost stole the ball away that time.
Good pressure by Moises there.
FCM with the ball. Tried to get it in the middle. Can't. Back out to midfield. 6:10 left to go here. By the way, the time we're giving you is unofficial, but it should be pretty close. Boggs Field at Kiggins Bowl. This is NPSL action, the National Premier Soccer League. Our score, PDX 4, FCM nothing. It was 0-0 at halftime. JB, PDX still coming forward. They've got a lot of players forward.
You know, they adjusted well in the second half. They changed a few things around. I don't see Takumi out there anymore. Oh, here comes a chance.
In front, a shot and a save. Dived on the ball that time, Dickerson.
Yeah,
that looked like their best scoring opportunity.
Yeah, for the second half, for sure. Keeper once again doing well to save the first shot and then quickly composing himself to make sure he didn't let the ball loose.
Right. Doesn't help you make a great save and you knock the rebound right back out to the guy who drills it in.
That's right. Keepers are always instructed to push the ball into a space where there's no danger. So right, not back into the middle of the action, but always
right
to a side. But the best option is no rebound at all.
And that's what happened that time.
You got Freeman on the left side by himself.
Free kick coming up. 3:48 left to go here in this game.
Do it. Hey,
Towards the middle. And the goalie came out, got his hands up. Way outside, there's a shot. Goal. FCM with a goal. Goalie came out, got his hands up way away from the net. The ball trickled off to the left side and a goal.
Looks like it was Paco who scored that. Number 10.
Number 10 with the goal, Paco Thomas. That coming at the 42-minute mark. 3 minutes to play. There won't be a shutout today. And the goalie that time he got so far out, got his hands up and didn't control the rebound. It got free, and Thomas drilled it in from the left.
Yeah, this time the keeper came out a little too far, let the ball slip, and Paco did a great job to react to it and tuck it away. He's not too happy about that.
Right, you can see the goaltender, he slapped himself in the head.
Yeah, but
What was I doing?
I'm sure he'll be happy with the win still.
Right.
Nothing guaranteed though, still plenty of time. You never know.
Taken away, FCM. Whoop. We had a player down.
I'm not sure if he called the foul. Oh, he did. It looks like there was a card as well.
All right, we'll get the number on the injured player.
Yeah, number 5 there.
All right, for PDX, it's number 5. And let's see here who we got. Patrick Strauss.
Yeah, he's already jogging back to position. He's okay.
Okay. Free kick coming up for PDX. That ball goes out. Throw in coming up. And Strauss is going to handle the throw in. PDX with the ball. And still with the ball. Strauss sends it back down along the left sideline. And they'll send it all the way to the back and start over. 1:55 left to go here in the game. And that's going to, oh, it did go out.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Come on, Jay.
Callahan sends it back. Gets the ball back in midfield, sends it forward. Thomas in the middle looking for the ball. Now it's headed back. And that cleared. Clock didn't start, did it?
No, I think we're probably right at the 45-minute mark at this point.
Yeah, I think
Not
you're
sure
right.
how much time the referee is going to give.
Right.
As
We're very
extra
close to
time.
the end. The clock was at 1:57 and didn't start back up, so I'm not sure on the time, but we're very close. 4-1 our score. PDXFC leads FCM Portland. There's a long kick forward. a collision, a whistle. We have a player who's down.
Looks like Paco. Oh, taken quickly.
That's Thomas who's down. He hasn't gotten up. Now he's up with the ball, in fact. A couple of turn moves that time. Off to Callahan. There's the ball in the middle. There's a header away. Throw in coming up quickly, FCM. And they throw that ball towards the middle, headed away.
Referee look at his watch.
That's it. That's the end of the game. Our final score here at Boggs Field and Kiggins Bowl, it is PDXFC 4, FCM Portland 1. Let me recap the scoring for you. All of it coming in the second half. 4 goals for PDXFC. The first by number 8, Johnny Rodas. That came at 11 minutes into the second half. Second goal by number 14, Billy Garton. That came 8 minutes later at the 19-minute mark. And then the last 2 goals for PDX, both on penalty kicks, one at 31 minutes and one at 36 minutes, both of those by number 9, Alan Gayton. It looked like it might be a shutout, but FCM Portland didn't get on the board. 3 minutes before the end of the game, a goal by number 10, Paco Thomas, and that made our final score 4-1. JB, your final thoughts?
Well, I think it was a very similar game. Both teams approached with a 4-3-3 formation, and PDX did a good job adjusting at the halftime and took care of those final passes to create those final chances, and ultimately got 2 PKs awarded to them, which always helps. But I think they did a good job adjusting that second half, and that made the difference in my opinion.
All right, we know now that FCM is going to have to win their last game in order to make the playoffs. Coach Sergio Medel told us that, and so that's the way it's looking right now.
Yeah, and if you're FCM, in my opinion, today was a game that you're definitely going to talk about, but you really got to focus on the last game of the season. One last game, but everything to play for. Despite losing here 4-1, nobody likes that, but they still have given themselves a great season and a great shot at playoffs, so we got to focus on what's coming.
All right, got some people we want to thank. We want to thank both head coaches, head coach Luke Babson of PDXFC and head coach Sergio Medel of FCM Portland. Our crew tonight, our cameraman and our producer Ryan Johnson, our director and our engineer Jim Thompson, my broadcast partner tonight, JB Cunha. And JB, great job tonight. Hope to see you again, and good luck on all that futsal stuff that you got.
Absolutely.
Got going on. I want to remind everybody the 2 big things that are coming up here on Oregon Sports Beat. The first one is this coming Sunday night. We'll have the Clark County Senior All-Star Boys Soccer Game that's hosted by the Washington Timbers, and it features the top high school talent in the area. That game starts at 7 o'clock right here live on Oregon Sports Beat. Go to our website, OregonSportsBeat.com, to get more information on that. And then I want to let you know that beginning next month, the end of next month, Oregon's top teams are going to battle for the Men's Open Championship, the Oregon Open Cup. And that'll feature the top men's soccer teams from around the state. We may see some of these teams tonight in that. And Oregon Sports Beat will be covering all the games. So you can go to OregonSportsBeat.com again, and you can get more information on that. So thanks for joining us here tonight at Boggs Field at Kiggins Bowl. I'm Dave Hall. Our final score in National Premier Soccer League action, it was PDXFC 4, FCM Portland 1. Good night, everybody.